No puppies. If you guys are on my live, go ahead and say hi. I'm trying to figure out how to set this up. Oh. Let's see here. Guys, this is my first time going live on, what are we on? YouTube. Oh my goodness, I've never gone live on YouTube. This is my first appearance on YouTube. I go live on TikTok all the time, and you know, I have sometimes up to 500 people in there, but this is going to be interesting because I never go live on here, and I don't even know how to get to my, how do I find my discussion? It says, let's see here. My dogs are gonna go crazy, and that's the other direction. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I'm gonna let my dogs out. They're going crazy. Okay, I don't know how to see my, my discussion. Guys, what do I do? How do I find the chat? Okay, I don't know if I'm able to do this because I can't even find how to go, like where my, oh my God, this is so bizarre. There's one person on here. Good, because this is embarrassing. Okay, somebody just commented. So does that mean I can see your chat? Can you just keep commenting? Because I want to see if it shows up in that spot. This is insane. Hello everyone. Okay, so I think I'm starting to see people's comments, which is really encouraging because I've never done a live on here before, so this is the first time. And we are going to be talking about, do I have a bug on my shirt? This is crazy. It's so crazy because I don't know people on here so much. I know a lot of people on TikTok, so when I go live, I have my regulars. Hi guys, I see your comments. I'm so happy. Oh, thank you so much. I'm just gonna call you Hug because I like that. That's a cute little nickname for you. And you guys are so sweet. I haven't had the best experiences with people on YouTube because I find that they're not as kind, I guess you could say, as they are on TikTok. People on TikTok, the way that the algorithm works, everybody's just so like-minded, I guess you can say. And here it's not the same, so I don't know if you guys have noticed that yourself. But are you guys following the Kiely Rodni case? I would love to know what you guys think about the whole case. I am very drawn to this case. Sometimes I get drawn to certain people, certain missing people cases, and this one I started having visions right off the bat. And of course, when I get visions, I'm a psychic medium. I don't know what to do with them, but I was aligned with this girl on here, which you guys should follow. Her name is Chronicles of Olivia, and she is the nicest person. I love nice people, by the way. I really do. So if you're nice, I love you. It's a very strange, the case, absolutely messy. It's very strange because it looks as if it could have easily been a drinking and driving situation. No questions asked, right? So this is where things get interesting. You know Ryan Upchurch, and what happened was I was actually really excited to see his first video regarding the Kiely Rodni case. I was so excited because I'll tell you why. When this case first came out, and even before, right before they found her, or even after Adventures with Purpose had discovered her, everybody was saying that it was drinking and driving, and she was on substance, and this is what caused her to go into, the water. But since day one, if you guys follow me on TikTok, my visions told me that it was foul play. So when I came across when I came across him, Ryan Upchurch, I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is crazy. Because I knew what he was saying had a lot of truth to it. Was all of it truthful? Were the characters that he presented the right characters, you know, in this case? Honestly, I didn't feel that, but what I do feel is that he was the first one to come out and talk about how this was foul play. So, Chronicles of Olivia, if you guys have any questions, if you guys want to talk to me, I love when you guys interact with me as well. That would be amazing. Chronicles of Olivia, Heard My Visions. Now this was back in August 20th was when I actually did voice clips for her. This was 24 hours before they found Kiely, okay? And when they found her, they released footage. They released, I don't remember his name, from Adventures with Purpose. The one who discovered her, the one who went and dove in the water. He, if you guys know his name, please post below. He knew that there was foul play. He absolutely knew that something was up, and he even said it as soon as he reached out of the water. And by that point, I was like, okay, my visions, I've helped with missing people cases before. I've worked with families to where I had the smallest details of information. His name is Nick. Thank you, Anthony. You're so sweet. Thank you. So Nick, that's actually one of my favorite names. And I love the name Anthony too. But no, I'm not saying that I'm the best psychic medium in the world, because I'm not. There's so many out there. But for some reason, I do feel very connected to cases. And I get very specific details. And I've helped find missing people, 2 missing females that were alive. So that was awesome. And so when they were coming up with this foul play and all this stuff coming to the surface, and that thing is, she didn't just drive in the water because she was drunk. This got me, like, you know, on the path of maybe my visions were correct in the first place. And I want to know what you guys think happened to her. Do you think, I know you guys think it was foul play, because, I mean, there's no other way around it. Her car was in neutral. Her car was in neutral when they discovered the vehicle. She was in the back of the trunk. Did you guys hear about that? That's insane. Hatchback, I think that's what you call it. So I've had specific visions, and I know I only have 4 people on here. This is the first time I've ever gone live in my entire life on YouTube. Like, this is crazy. So I'm not surprised that I only have 4 people on here. I'm, like I said, I go on TikTok and I have like hundreds. Yes, so you guys do think it's foul play. So do you guys have, and I love to bounce my visions off of people. So if you guys have questions about the case, if you're into it enough to, you know, talk about this subject right now. But I'm going to share some things with you guys that came to me, and I wrote a list of psychic visions that I did not include in my Chronicles of Olivia. She actually took my voice clips and she produced a video. So that was really amazing. She's so talented. Go follow her. But do you guys want to hear some of what I saw? I don't know. There's 3 people on here. I believe the SUV was put in the water after they searched. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. That was one of my visions as well. And that's why I had hope in the beginning. I had hope that she was alive, because she wasn't dead right away, you guys. She was absolutely not dead right away. They did not put her car in that water right off the bat that night. It didn't happen like that. That is not how I saw it happen. And now with all the evidence coming forward, I feel like everything's kind of being validated. Because why didn't the police Prosser? Why didn't the Prosser police find it? I mean, she was only, they say 14 feet underwater, but when I watched the video, it was actually more like 10 or 11 feet underwater. And in fact, the drone of Adventures with Purpose that flew over top of the area. Hi Heather, how are you, my love? Thank you for being here. There are so many things that don't align with this case. I don't believe it was an accident, but I really want to believe. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing too. The drone from Adventures with Purpose drove over Prosser Lake, and you could see the outline of the vehicle. You're telling me that police didn't have their own drones. They didn't have the cadaver dogs. They didn't have, the proper equipment when it was only under 14 feet underwater. Now, I'm not saying that they're dirty cops at all, but what I am saying is, like, I think your name starts with an M on here who's watching, suggested that the car wasn't put there. The car wasn't put there right off the bat. It was put there later on. Now, this brings me to the AAA driver, okay? So I have a lot to say about the AAA driver, and did you guys watch the interview with Adventures with Purpose and the AAA driver? Post below, because I'd like to know. I want to know if you guys seen it, because that was fascinating. I trust this guy, whoever did the interview. His energy is pure. It seems like he's on the right track. And I really feel like he was being honest with what he saw to his best description. So, did you guys see the video? He had talked about how he had seen a girl who looked just like Kiely with a man that had light brown hair. Anthony, I do think he's credible. I feel like his energy is a very truthful, he's a good human. He wants to help. And in fact, I heard that he works with paramedics on his off time, part-time too. So I really do feel good about him. I know people were suggesting, well, maybe he was part of it and he came on to try to distract and divert the real storyline. Sorry, my dog's eating grass. Hold on one second. But I believe him to be true and credible, and what he said makes sense with what I saw, because if you guys watch my videos, the vision that I had back before they found her, August, I would say probably August 18th was when I started trying to tap into that. I saw a guy, and he had dark blonde hair. I'm a hairstylist, so I can see details, and it was a little bit shaggier, a little bit longer. He had a little bit fuller lips, higher cheekbones, and I was like, when that AAA driver described him, I was like, you've got to be kidding me, because that was very similar to the image. I don't believe the car was there until after law enforcement got done searching, the 14th or the 15th. I believe someone sent, sorry, the comments are disappearing, but what you just said, I agree with you, absolutely. Out the deepest part to deposit the car, yeah, absolutely. Hi, welcome Turquoise, welcome everyone. So I have to tell you that AAA driver described the man that I had talked about prior, before they even talked, Adventures with Purpose even came to the discovery of Kiely's vehicle and her body. So that also connects the dots. And also in my video documenting my psychic visions before they found her body. Hi Queen, how are you? Beautiful, I'm so happy you're here. I specifically, now ready for this? You guys, I'm not even kidding you. I was like, okay, where's Kiely? I saw Prosser Lake, and I saw it going up and slightly to the right, so I'm trying to locate it on the map, and I'm like, gosh, I feel like she was southeast of Prosser Lake. When you look at where that AAA driver found her, they found her southeast of Prosser Lake, and they're validating that it was in fact the day after the party, because you never went live before. I've never gone live. This is my first time going live. Chase, don't eat it. It's we live in Florida now. We just moved to Florida, so yeah, it's just wild. I don't even remember what I was saying because I got so distracted by my dog. There's poison frogs out here, you guys. We have to be careful of poison frogs because they can kill your dog. Do you think it's Kiely or another girl? I thought it was Kiely, Anthony. I absolutely thought it was Kiely, and the reason why she was being so suspicious, I don't think it was Jagger. I really don't. I was trying to tune into his energy. I don't think it was Jagger. But I was gonna say, the reason why I believe that girl was Kiely was because it was the day after the party. They can validate this because the AAA driver called the girlfriend to say this was weird. I don't know what to do. That's birthday, so I know it was a day after. She was suspicious. Tell me she wasn't suspicious. She was talking about how to adjust her seatbelt to the AAA driver, how to properly put on a seatbelt, and She asked for him to demonstrate, to put it in the actual belt. Now, if I were her and I was in a very dangerous situation and I knew if I had any funny business and he had a weapon on him, he could have easily took both of them out, including the AAA driver. So what I would have done was I would have tried to be super weird. He should have called the cops. Absolutely, Anthony. If I were in her situation, I would have been the same as her, asking weird questions, not going anywhere near the guy that she was with. That clearly tells you that she was uncomfortable around him, because if she goes to the front and he goes to the front and she goes to the back, everywhere he was, she wasn't, if that makes any sense. So I think this was a call out for trying to be a little bit suspicious, for hopes that the AAA driver would be like, okay, something doesn't seem right. I'm gonna go to my car secretly, call the cops, call the supervisor. Something doesn't seem right. So I know I love Olivia so much. She's like the nicest person I literally feel like that I've met in a long time. And I really appreciate that, because as I always say, I love nice people. There's been trolls posting on that video that she made of me, and they just don't connect the dots. They don't know the storyline well enough. And I purposely left psychic vision out. So you guys, I have to be ethical. I can't just go out there and throw out all this information that could disrupt, the investigation, the police, throw people under the bus for people to go after them. And it just doesn't work like that. I have to be very careful with my visions. Anthony the Cops does have his video of his truck and all the information from AAA. Yeah, they do. They've got all of that, because he had a camera. The AAA driver had a camera at the front of his vehicle, and so he was documented. Apparently Adventures with Purpose can identify who that person is. I think it was somebody who Kiely knew. I don't think it was Jagger. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to put that out in a video and send it out, because I do have like I said, you guys, I have a book written of my psychic visions, 2 pages worth. But yeah, I left quite a bit out, and I'm getting heat because there's people who are commenting under the video that Chronicles of Olivia made, and they're saying, oh, there were psychics hold on, yeah, I know, but hold on, can you write that again? I can't seem to, it just disappeared. I'm so sorry. They disappear so quickly on here. But what people don't realize is that I have to be careful with what I put out there, how I say it, how I present myself, because I have to be ethical at the same time. You know what I'm saying? They're used to these people who are crime, what do you call it? People all over here, the crime community, who blatantly say, this is who I think did it, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. But for a medium to just go out there and say all these details, that could be highly dangerous. It really can. And so I have to be careful. Not only that, psychic mediums, we don't know everything in the entire world of every detail. Some cases are harder to pull. This one was a little bit harder to pull. Gabby Petito case, details to the T, perfect details. And it's like other people are drawn to other cases. These other mediums spend hours of channeling and videos and things like that. When he leaves and thinks about the odd situation, he called his girlfriend just until he saw the missing poster, he called the cops. Yes, yep, that is what happened. So the AAA driver, once he saw the poster, he called the cops, because he was like, wait a second, I saw them, and this is bizarre now that I think about it. So yeah, that is absolutely what happened. So do you guys have any more questions? I want to say too, I haven't released this to anyone. There's 9 people on here. There's another vision I had, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys. You guys are the lucky 9 people to hear my other vision. Hold on, my dog is digging again. He's a Shiba Inu. He's so naughty. He's so naughty, you guys. Don't get a Shiba Inu. I love him so much, but he is just really hard. Okay, so there was head trauma. There was trauma. We're listening. You're so cute, Queen. There was trauma. She had trauma. She was attacked. It wasn't just, and she was also given substance to knock her out when they put the car neutral. They slid the car into the water to make it look like an accident, but she was in the trunk. She was in the hatchback. That's not normal. Is that? I keep thinking either Mean Girls or OD and Cover Up. Yeah, there's always a possibility. I don't think Okay, I know what you're talking about. Did her best friends do this? Were they involved? What is her name? Mags? What is the other girl's name? Mags and, you know, her friends who weren't really her friends. I don't think they did this to her purposely. I don't think they're natural people who want to go and just take somebody's life. Do they know something? I absolutely feel like they might know something. Kate and Mags, yeah. So Mags is the one that everybody is suspicious with, right? No, Sammy. Sammy is the one that people are suspicious with. Was she dead when they put her in the... No, she was alive. She was alive when they put her in the... That's what I'm getting psychically. They didn't take her life prior, but they did hurt her. They did assault her. But what I'm being shown is they put her in the back. Hold on, let me try to tune in. There was definitely head trauma. There was definitely trauma on the body. And I feel that, hold on a second. They locked her in, and I think that's where people are saying they saw some type of like belt over top of her. I do feel like they somehow secured her in there so she couldn't get out. She was set up, and they put the car neutral, and that's how she passed, I feel. So keep asking questions. The only thing I wonder is why she's not her best friend just hanging with some people, and she's the only one who went out in the media, blah blah blah. It's so weird. It's like she was trying to control the situation, and I know a lot of people are saying that, but think about it like this too. You know, if you know something, I know she knows something, but did she do this? Was she responsible for it? I don't think she is. I think that also her parents are lawyers. I don't think she was pregnant. No, I didn't get that at all. But that's a good question, because it's like you always wonder these things. But I feel that this person was out to get her. She was targeted. I feel like they had like a strange obsession with her as well. And I know that she knew him because when I psychically tune in, but it's not like she knew him that well, but she knew of him. Also, I feel like he made the decision to take her life because it blew up into like all the news was blowing the story up, and they were going to keep searching, and I feel like he's like, okay, sorry, I'm trying to figure out a way to say this where I don't get like censored on here, because you have to be very cautious. I hope you guys know what I'm saying. So he had to be more than two guys involved or just one. I actually saw two guys involved, which was another interesting thing, because I knew one took her car, and that's the one that took her car to the other lake of what I saw southeast. But I definitely felt like there were more people involved. In the beginning, when I first tuned in, I actually felt trafficking vibes. So it's interesting, like I said, Ryan Upchurch, that's another thing that connected. So it could be my sign and symbol for taking her and doing things with her, if you know what I'm talking about, and then dumping her body. But I heard the word trafficking when I initially tuned into this. Wait, hold on, it disappeared. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to use my YouTube live. I've never done this before. This is the first time, and I'm so sorry that your messages are disappearing, because I love acknowledging everyone. I love, you know, answering everyone's questions. But I definitely feel like there was some type of, I can't say the word, sex, you know, the reasons why they did this to her. Oh, I hope that doesn't get me censored on here. I have to be very careful how I say things, but she was definitely a target. She was a target. She was not okay. She was, I feel like someone who they put her in the back of the car. They took her when she went into the forest. I don't know if she had to walk somewhat through the forest to get to her car, but I did see her going into the forest, and I saw one guy in particular taking her, and the other one, it's okay, just say S.A. Oh, thank you, S.A. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Like I said, I'm just kind of new on YouTube, so, but yeah, if you guys want to keep asking questions, I'm trying to look at my, oh, I saw what the guy was wearing too. And this is, like I said, I don't think it was Jagger, I really don't, but I did see him wearing a black hoodie. And he was wearing a white tank underneath, and it was like ripped. His clothes were kind of ripped, because I feel like she did make an effort to take off, to try to escape. And I do feel like she's a thin and tiny girl, but she is a strong girl. and she will do everything in her power to get away. So I do feel like there was a fight. There was a fight to get away, and she was assaulted. That's why I feel like she had trauma on her body. So I'm curious to know when the autopsy comes out what they're going to say, if they're going to release the whole truth. But I do feel like she had other injuries other than just rolling into the water. Do you have any questions? The truth will come out. I hope the truth comes out, Queen. I really do. Sometimes they don't. Sammy said they go to the car for a drink and charge their phone, and her phone dies. That makes no sense. Yeah, you know, I do know that people are very attached to Sammy and her being involved and about a jealous boyfriend or this or that. People are very, do you think these fentanyl busts have anything to do with it? See, I haven't even tuned into that. That's a very interesting perspective, and I love hearing everybody's perspectives on here, so feel free to continue to ask about that. What he did with his clothes was he doesn't think that there's any way that they could find out who he is. I really honestly think that. But now that the AAA driver came forward and says, hey, we got you on video, that's the scary part, because now they have him on video. I didn't know AAA drivers have cameras on their cars. I didn't know this. I did see him taking his clothes, putting them in a black bag, putting it into a dumpster. I had the feeling that guy that took the pictures were the ex and were going to traffic her, not sure. Yeah, there was a name named Nate that got arrested 4 days after. Yeah, I actually did see about that. I don't think that there was a connection. I think that they're saying there wasn't, but that is absolutely weird too, because there was a guy who I think knew them, who possibly was an ex that did get arrested. Do you think the law enforcement press did you see it? Why did the sergeant take a look? Oh gosh, that disappeared. If you guys have I know it's hard to keep your questions short, but they disappear so quickly. The law enforcement, I know what you're talking about. I think there was a pause when they asked if there was another person, and there's another guy named Nate that she allegedly dated. I thought so too, and there are people saying that that's not connected, so I don't know. Are you sure she was intoxicated? I do feel she was. I feel, well, intoxicated in what way? I'm feeling she had other substance they gave her to make it to where she couldn't get out of the car. Do you know what I'm saying? So they gave her substance, they gave her some type of yeah, right, haha. What part of the yeah, right? Sorry, I didn't see the other comments, and I have pretty much a 2-year-old, which is my Shiba Inu, who's like a 2-year-old, and with the fighting to get away with it, she sounds like she was alert and sober. Okay, let me clarify that. She put up a fight, but she wasn't put there right away. When they put her in the vehicle, this is what I'm getting of that's when they drugged her. Can I say that word on here, you guys? I don't even know. I don't think they did that right off the bat, and I think that if they did, it was very lightly, you know. I don't think it was like a full-on, oh my gosh, I have no cognitive awareness, I can't walk, I can't function. But I think the reason why they gave it to her after, when they put the car in the water, is to make sure she wasn't able to get out. You know what I'm saying? Because then she was, does that make sense with you guys? So I don't feel like she passed right away. In fact, when I first connected with this, I felt she was still alive. And that would make sense why the Prosser police couldn't find the car, right? That's just what I think anyways. What do you guys think? You can scroll the comments when they go too fast. So the way that I'm touching the screen and now I can see the comments. I'm doing this on my phone, so thank you for letting me know that. That means a lot. The question I asked, let me see what question you asked, Anthony. Okay, got it. Did you see the law enforcement press conference? Why the sergeant take a break, look upside down like he's trying to think of what to respond about only one body? I know. Isn't that wild? I saw that too. That is so weird. So she died many days later. I think she did. I think she did, Anthony. I don't feel she died right away. And I said this from the beginning. You can look at my pages. You can go on my TikTok and see what I've said. I do not think she passed away right away. I think that she was alive for a few days, and then they dumped the car after things were getting hyped up and the police were, you know, there was a huge search. This is worldwide. Everybody's freaking out, and then I think then they dumped the car, and this would make sense with the AAA driver and what he said. So I like to connect the dots, my visions with what is present, what is being told out there, and that's just what I feel. So they did treat it like a kidnapping. Yeah. From day one, if you guys watch my videos too, you guys, I so appreciate you guys being here, number one. Number two, I've been posting on my TikTok. So when the video of my visions were released on Chronicles of Olivia, people don't know me. People don't know my work. They don't see what I've done. They don't have respect for me. And so there's a lot of people that were trolling, saying awful things, whatever. I'm kind of numb to that, but it still kind of hurts. But it's like they don't know the dots that connected, and honestly, everything you say makes sense. Oh, thank you for saying that. You're so sweet. But it's like they didn't see my previous post talking about how I knew it was foul play. There was more than one people involved. So there's people talking saying, oh, well, there's other psychics who already said that, insinuating I was like copying them. But I'm like, you guys don't follow me. I have 83,000 people on my TikTok. This is my YouTube. I'm starting to work it again. So it's like, we appreciate you. Don't let the meanies get to you, Queen. You are literally, you guys are the sweetest. I don't know who you guys are, but I literally love you so much because I've been treated so poorly on YouTube. It's been awful, but you guys are the best. I was nervous to go live. I'm still stumped as to why XMA posted a 6:39 video about crisis actors and fake events. It's what? When? I didn't see that. Oh my goodness. Hugasol. I don't know how to say your name. I'm just gonna call you Hug. Thank you so much for saying that. You're so sweet. What other visions did I have? Hold on a second. Your energy and spirit is amazing. I'm so glad I found you through Olivia. Heather B, thank you for being here. I'm familiar with you because I remember responding to you on her page. Did you see the trolls and how mean they are? Oh my gosh, you guys are so mean. And I'm an empath, so it's like, I feel that. I was going to talk about another thing that I talked about were the shoes. I saw the shoes specifically where she was, and actually that's one of the footages that Adventures with Purpose talked about, is the shoes being present and in the vehicle. Again, I don't think it was Jagger. Think about it. If it was Jagger, he already knows he'd be effed right now, but he's still posting inspiring things on his Instagram, and the energy doesn't match. I mean, if it's Jagger, I'm gonna be completely shocked. I really don't think it was Jagger who did this. Not only that, think about this. He was 2 hours away from the party. They have documents of where his phone was. They're gonna search all that. I've been to your channel, to your Chronicles of Olivia channel, but didn't know you were her. I'm not her, my love. She's separate than me, but we just started working together, and I love her so much. Don't worry, there are lots of people, good-hearted people on YouTube. That's good to hear, because I was like, I don't know if I want to go live because people are so mean. Sorry, my dog's eating a palm nut. Drop it. Drop it, drop it. Sorry. Oops, I think I just hit my car with a palm nut. You guys. I just hit my car. It's like over the fence, and I just heard a pop. You are interesting and a warm person. Thank you so much. Well, I hope you guys are following me on here, and also follow me on TikTok if you can. It's Kelly the Magical Medium. What else did I see with the Kiely Rodni story? There were definitely multiple people involved. Two guys for sure. One of them followed her into the bushes. They put her into the car, they shoved her into the car and took her. They did. That's what they did. So one of them was for sure. Do you guys have, I think that they started from a joke teasing Kylie and turned into a tragedy. You know what? That very well could have happened. These people seemed, energetically, they seemed so normal. They didn't seem like the type to, but sometimes you just don't know. I mean, who was it? Ted Bundy? He had a family, he had a child. Like, you don't know these types of people. There's a screw loose and they want to be a part of that awful thing. But like somebody said earlier, you felt like there could have also been trafficking, you know, type situation. I relate with you so much. Aw, thank you. Think about it. Think of all the older guys that were there. Like, that's the perfect area to pull something like that, you know. And we don't know who's a part of the trafficking. We don't know if they're, you know, it's happening in broad daylight now. It's happening at Walmart. It's happening everywhere. Yes, except that I receive a negative energy from Sammy. Yeah, Drix, I'm thinking she is suspicious. I mean, there's something very suspicious about her, but at the same time, I don't think she did this. I do think that she's got a very strong personality. Her parents are lawyers, so she wants to act like a lawyer. You know what I mean? That's what she grew up to, and that's why she's lawyering up right now. Because, did you guys hear that? She lawyered up. So she lawyered up, and I think there's a couple different reasons. And I'm thinking, did she lawyer up because she did the crime? Was she a part of it? Chase, drop it. Sorry, my dogs are eating palm nuts. I don't think she did it. I think, why did her friend do nothing? That's a good point. I think that her friend secretly knows things, and I feel like it was out of her hands, and it's weird. It doesn't make sense. Did they have a fight, Sammy and Kiely? Hold on, let me tune into that. Yeah, it's weird. I feel like it wasn't like a big blown out fight, but I think that there was some attitude going on between the two. And okay, I'm gonna tell you something, you're not gonna like it. I'm gonna tell you what I saw, but you're not gonna like it because it doesn't really fit the narrative. But I did see them having a little argument, and I feel like Kiely was like, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna go drive, and she was like being feisty with her, like fighting at that time, during that time of Kiely ready to go home. So that's, oh, where did that comment go? Let's see. I feel that she manipulated Kiely to drink, and then she left her to drive like that. But no, she feels guilty because something happened in that car. Yeah, this is so insane. Hold on, my dog. It's so frustrating to go live because my dogs are crazy, and my child can be crazy sometimes too. So, do you guys have any more questions? I just wanted to come on here, introduce myself. Maybe I'll do more lives on here if you guys like my lives. But you're the first ones to hear my other visions. Yep, 100% didn't want to ride with her because she was drunk. That's so effed up. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's so messed up. And like you guys said, the truth is going to come out. So it's so nice to meet you too. And no friend would do that. Exactly. I will be here. Yay! You guys are so kind. Go to Kiely the Magical Medium on TikTok. Follow me there. I also have Kiely the Magical Medium backup. So my notification is on. Yay! I'm so happy. I'm going to try to go live on here more often. Yeah, so I'm going to make a video on my visions that I just shared with you guys as well. So if you want to rewatch it. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And thank you for being so nice. I'm not used to that on here. Fly, you are so right. I never left my friends alone when they drank too much. No. Would love to see more from you. Oh, Heather, you're so sweet. If you guys want to do something really nice, go on Olivia's page, Chronicles of Olivia, and say something nice under my video. It's called Medium's Vision of Kiely 24 hours before being found. Because there's trolls on there and they just bother me to my core because they have no idea. They don't know. That's not a friend. No, it's not a friend at all. You don't leave your friends, and that's why she's guilty, because she left her friend. She made a big mistake. Big mistake. You don't do that. I'm being extra sassy today, you guys. Look at my dog. Isn't she cute? Nice to meet you too. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later. Have such a wonderful